It finally happened. I overcame my laziness and I finally pushed back in my bed. You know what? That's the way it is. Man, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's just do the video. In case you guys don't know, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is gonna get remade together, just like how Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 got remade. And Bam Margera, I think, is in both Pro Skater 3 and 4. I know he's in 4 because it says it right there. And people are wondering if he'll be in Pro Skater 3 and 4, and he has actually spoken out about the rumors, and at the Birdman's insistence, and suggested that the deadline has passed as far as he knows. As you'd expect, considering how long we've all waited for a new entry in the series, even if it is a remake, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 has been the talk of the skating town ever since it was rumored to be in the works at the start of the year. Those conversations haven't died down since it was revealed, although they have shifted gears somewhat. While you'd think everyone would be happy about Pro Skater 3 and 4 being a reality, like finally happening, it's had its own problems to deal with since being announced. Beyond the lack of proper career mode in Pro Skater 4, the biggest point of discussion is whether Trouble Skateboarder and Pro Skater mainstay Bam Margera would be making a return to the series. By the way, those are the words from thegamer.com, not my words. Bam's chill, in my opinion. You know, we should leave Bam alone. Alright, he's been through enough.
Leave Brittany alone! Please!
At first, it seemed as if Bam was being left out of the roster altogether, as he wasn't even mentioned alongside other returning pro skaters, and has quite the rough time over the past decade. It was then reported by the Live Club skating podcast co-host Roger Badgley that Tony Hawk himself had demanded that Bam be included in the game, at the last minute, sparking some hopes for his return. Couple that with Margera being seen skating with Tony, and it seemed like he might actually make it. That doesn't appear to be the case, though, as Bam himself has now been interviewed about the whole situation by untrustworthy sources. I don't trust TMZ, okay? I don't want to believe him, and I refuse to. But it was pointed out by Redditor Rio Pato on the Pro Skater Reddit that Bam spoke about the situation and he thinks that he's not going to be in the game. Bam said that he'd heard about Tony asking for him to be in the game, but that the deadline already happened, making it seem unlikely that he'll ever be in the game. The skater, who seems to be in a much better place lately, thank God, said that it wasn't confirmed and that he doesn't know if he's in, but that Activision does have access to his older face scans and motion capture. It takes a long time and they have a whole team at Activision, hundreds of people. I guess when there's a deadline, who knows what can happen. Maybe they'll surprise me with the good news of putting me back in. Shreddy Krueger is back, let's get it. Despite the disappointing news that still somehow doesn't seem final, Bam was understanding of the situation and how much time these things can take. He also seems to suggest that another game is in the works already. As he said, I think they're working on the second one that's coming out too. Ooh, but it's not clear if he's confusing 3 and 4 as the second one, or if another Pro Skater game is already being developed, but it does give a little hope for Bam returning to Tony Hawk Pro Skater in the future. At the very least, Bam is clearly passionate about the series and happy to be in them. So, here's hoping that something gets worked out. And out to the whole video. I apologize if it seems kind of lame, this video. But the next video will be about 80s cartoons. Some cartoons will get left out because I've talked about them. It's gonna be the same thing for, not the worst sitcoms of all time, because I never talk about some of them, I don't think, but there's one that's getting left out, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. But yeah, I'm going to see you all in the next video where we're looking at some 80s cartoons. The 10 most underrated 80s cartoons. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not talking about the Ewoks again. Oh, I should probably end this video, shouldn't I? Alright, bye.